We have an employee complaint toward public officials, Thomas Medeiros.
Tom, it's open session, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Keep the door open, okay? Well, the thing's missing, so,
Well, as long as it'll keep the crowd quiet, then it's not an issue.
The only thing, if it gets too noisy, you're gonna have keep it quiet.
Good evening, guys.
Chief, I think that's it. It's over.
Chief, would you please, that's, it's over. With 32 people in here, that's all we can handle.
There's a couple of seats.
How many got you?
How many I got?
Right now, you know? 3 seats.
26.
26, all right.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. You people are in here.
You guys just stay outside.
Just stay down there.
Good?
For 32. This hearing is not a hearing, it is an investigation into complaints. It has nothing to do with discipline, it has nothing to do with discipline action at all. It is a fact-finding mission to find out why some things are being said. There has nothing to do with discipline. I want everyone to understand that before we start. Mr. Cronin is the personnel officer appointed by the town to conduct these investigations, and I'll now turn it over to Mr. Cronin.
I'd like to start off this with a letter that was written and sent to the Times Gazette to be published, which in my information I've gathered was not published. It was determined not in their best interest to publish it. The same went on Facebook, and the same went on Dayton.com. And it reads as follows. This is addressed to the Times Daily Gazette, 5 Cohana Street, P.O. Box 111, Taunton, Mass. The reason, Dayton Fire Chief Antone Rogers Jr. Dear Editor, to all Dayton residents, on June 30th, the Board of Selectmen will be making the biggest blunder of their political career that will cost the taxpayers thousands of dollars and jeopardize the safety of each and every one of us. June 30th will be the last day of employment for Fire Chief Antone Rogers Jr. The Selectmen have been trying to get the Fire Chief to sign an employment contract to which the Fire Chief has not only agreed to sign, but has faithfully met with the Board of Selectmen in an attempt to negotiate a fair and equitable contract, and has bargained in good faith to get this done. But the Board of Selectmen continues to give him the runaround by dragging this out and costing you money. The Fire Chief has been very public with, "I only want what my men get, no more and no less." Currently, 2 members of the Board of Selectmen are dead set on not reaching an agreement with the Chief. The Board of Selectmen does not like the fact that Chief Roderick has total control of his department, and they seize at the opportunity to control something they have no clue on. I have never seen such a vindictive, self-centered, and dysfunctional Board of Selectmen in my 21 years of living in Dayton. I have been proudly serving the residents of Dayton for 20 years now, and have worked under 4 fire chiefs. They all had their own personal touch and dedication to the department and to the residents of Dayton. Each of them served this community with pride, honor, and dignity. The Dayton Fire Department has advanced leaps and bounds under Chief Roderick. The men and women of this department are better trained and better equipped because of the dedication, pride, and loyalty Chief Roderick has in his men and women that serve under him, the department and the town he grew up in. The Dayton Fire Department is a combination fire department. It comprises of 7 full-time personnel and 20 on-call personnel. On June 30th, if the Board of Selectmen moves forward to eliminate Chief Roderick, the department ranks will drop significantly. The town stands to lose over 100 years' knowledge and experience that these men and women bring to the department, and that will directly affect the life and safety of you, the taxpayer. The men and women of this department are proud to serve alongside Chief Roderick and stand with him in his fight against the Board of Selectmen. Signed, Thomas Medeiros, Dayton Firefighter. With that, this is why we asked Mr. Medeiros to come in to simply explain what prompted this letter.
Gentlemen, we're waiting for an answer.
He chooses not to answer it at this time. You said this is a disciplinary
We
hearing?
did not say it
No,
was a
we did not
disciplinary.
say.
Excuse me, I'm the chairman. I said at the very beginning, this was not a disciplinary hearing, this was a fact-finding mission. There has nothing to do with discipline. Would you identify yourself if you're going to speak for him, please?
My name is Paul Medeiros. I am the Vice President of the Professional Firefighters of Massachusetts, representing the 8th District. I'm a firefighter in Hyannis, down on the Cape. Been there for 21 years, and I'm here as his union representative.
That's all we want to know. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, would you like to answer that question?
Yeah. I wrote this letter because my union and the rest of the firefighters in this department stand behind Chief Roderick, and I think the public needed to know what was going on with their fire department. We represent the town, we serve the town, and I think the people need to know what's going on. And that's why I wrote this letter, because we, as a department, stand behind Chief Roderick.
I respect you for those comments. What I question is the content of this letter. There's a reason why the Times Gazette would not print this.
And what's their reason?
Now, this is the content that was involved, the wording. Do you, in your own mind, feel the content of this letter, the wording of this letter, constitutes the best interest of a municipal employee?
Of course I do.
You don't feel it's unbecoming?
No, I do not.
I also, through your chief, your department head, had asked him to speak to you on this. He said this would initiate it. I had, in conversing with him, was very careful, was very interested of getting your opinion, the reasons why you wrote this letter, the way you posted it in the places you did, based on an occurrence that happened approximately 2 years ago.
That has nothing to do with tonight.
Exactly. I asked him to speak to you. And being the chief that he is, and being in the legal situation that both parties are in right now, there was certain things we could not discuss, and by all means, we were not going to tell him what to do, what to say when he talked to you, to find out why this was done, in the language it was done. It wasn't, again, in our eyes, the best worded. It was more directly and personally written. And we asked him to speak with you and do what he think was best as...
I think all due respect, Mr. Cronin, you asked him to suspend me.
No, I did not ask him to suspend him. I said to him, progressive discipline is displayed in the contract. It may warrant discipline as far as the suspension. I don't know where the progression discipline is at that point. And at that point, he asked me to put in writing what we, the Board of Selectmen, would want him to do. Let it be known, we do not tell him what to do. This is why the situation between both parties is going on right now. We do not micromanage the fire department. But yet he asked me to write down what we want him to do in this situation. When in fact, I said, it's up to you. There was no means, no words of any kind of discipline. I said, if it warrants it, according to the progressive discipline that we have set up, and you know the steps, then it's up to him. He in turn came back and said he will, and I have it in writing, put this on hold until he speaks with legal counsel.